Alright, good morning, y'all. Welcome to Morning Coffee 225. Not to be confused with the Odyssey Morning Coffees, which are in the 400 series. The ones here on YouTube are 200 series, so try not to get them confused. But this is a YouTube Morning Coffee 225. And what I would like to do is address Todd Malakote's video saying that I'm going to be arrested if I go to Kentucky, which is patently false. There's absolutely nothing to indicate that I'll be arrested at all, and to believe one of my trolls is pretty stupid. They're trolls. Of course they want me to be arrested. Of course they want me to be in trouble, because these motherfuckers have criminal records. They've probably done nefarious things in the past, and they want me to be like them. Well, I don't want to be like them. Sorry, I don't want to be like them. In fact, there was even a song. I wouldn't want to be like you. Oh, I don't care what you do. I wouldn't want to be like you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Anyway, so yeah, I don't want to be like these people. These people are criminals. These people are vagabonds. These people are domestic terrorists, and I want nothing to do with them or anything to be like them. So, but yeah, there is absolutely no indication whatsoever, none, zero, not a zilch, that I will be arrested for any reason, because hey, I'm a model citizen. Wow, who knew? I'm a model citizen. I have no criminal record, and I'm not about to abuse that. I'm not about to tarnish my good record on stupid shit, right? The Trolls was the one that started this shit that I'm going to be arrested, and there's absolutely no basis in fact on it whatsoever. None. Zero. I mean, if Charity had a problem with me, she would have told me when I called her on the phone, right? Yeah, I would think so. Anyways, she did verify that Sharpie was alive, to my satisfaction. And there was a troll that said that if Charity proved to me that Sharpie was alive, that they would give me $200. Well, they would give me $20 initially, and then give me $200 so that I could get to my cousin. Well, I'm not going to get to my cousin for $200, but it would definitely put a huge dent in it. Having said that, do I expect this troll to actually pay me? Fuck no. Because they're trolls. They lie. Wow, who knew? Trolls lie. They lie at a drop of a hat. Now, I would be very surprised if this troll actually kept their word. Now that Charity has proven that Sharpie is alive with evidence, I would be very surprised if they kept their word and cash out me $200. I would be very surprised by that. And the initial 20 as well. I'm not expecting that to happen. Now, having said that, Todd, there's also the matter of, what was it, $500 to Rev and Shanny or some shit like that? That's a sizable hunk of money. I could sure use money like that. I could. Especially since you've completely devastated my life over them damn liens. I don't think anybody can argue that point. I think it's pretty self-evident, because now I'm living in my damn car. If you hadn't started this shit with them liens, the backers would not have gotten involved, and I'd be doing just fine. I would have gotten me some more renters, and I would have eventually paid my liens off, just like everybody else in Clay County does. Clay County, well, Kentucky as a whole really is a poor state. Clay County seems to be, in particular, to be a poor area, and they know this. They're not stupid. They know that people are poor. They gotta try to get their money together to pay the bills, and they understand that. And so there was liens that was sitting in there for years, and nobody cared, because they knew eventually people would get the money together to pay it off. Nobody was in any hurry. It was fine. Everything was fine. There was no problems. But see, now there's a problem, because you didn't just put me at risk. Now you put everybody that had a lien in a spotlight. Everybody's in the spotlight now because of this. Okay, so I'm not the only one that was affected by this. Okay, now you've gotten all these other people, all these other innocent people, then a spotlight's now shining on their liens, and trying to get them in trouble now. And see, that's messed up. That's messed up, dude. But, a sizable donation like what you gave to Reverend Shanny might cause me to think otherwise, right? I think that's more than fair, Todd. I think that's more than fair. You think about it, okay? Because I think that's more than fair. Because I shouldn't be sitting in my car right now. I should be at my house. And I emphasize my house. With my dogs and with my kids. But, so I mean, I don't think anybody would argue with me that, you put me in this position, Todd. But a sizable donation of $500 would sure go a long way to making me think otherwise, right? Now, further on, there are allegations of you being a latent homosexual or a closet homosexual. I'm still trying to figure out how it took 3 marriages for you to figure that out, but I don't know. Late bloomer, undecided, confused. What was the deal on that shit? I think if I was a homosexual, I'd know it. I wouldn't have to go through 3 marriages to figure it out. I think I would know it. So I don't know. I'm just wondering, just curious on that one. That's, I'm just wondering what the hell's going on there. But, and then, I heard something disturbing also, Todd, and maybe you can address this. I heard that you had to file for bankruptcy. Is that true? Is that true that you had to file for bankruptcy? And what was that all about anyway? I thought you had a lot of money. Wasn't you a college professor at one time, making big money? College professors get big retirement benefits, man, huge benefits. Why did you give that up? I mean, I wouldn't have given that up for loving their money, because they get huge retirements. And like I said, tons of benefits out the ass. I mean, I don't understand, Todd. That don't make any sense. Why would you leave such a lucrative position as a college professor working in a college, man? That don't make any sense, dude. Makes no sense to me. I would have never gave that job up. But yeah, whatever, shit happens, I guess, huh? Is that what it is? Shit happens. But anyway, Todd, like I said, I don't think even the trolls can argue that I wouldn't be in this position if you hadn't started up with them damn liens. And the backers certainly wouldn't have been involved, because the only reason the backers are involved is because of the damn liens. Correct? Yeah. So, I think it behooves one to, weigh their options and decide to give generously to changing my mind. I think that's a good thing, and I think it's something that needs to happen. So I look forward to your reply, Mr. Malakote. I look forward to your reply. Oh, and by the way, I was told you have a wrench at Winter Wonderland, with AKA THN, and I was also told you have a wrench in several other places as well. So what's going on with that? Inquiring minds want to know. Anyway, that's going to do it. Morning coffee 225 in the can, and you all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.